Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and of course, Amparo. Sorry, I couldn't remember why I was coming up here. Amparo gave a wonderful speech tonight from the Humorously Speaking Advanced Manual. For those of you that have been here for a while, you know how experienced Amparo is about speeches I'm talking about here. The objective of the speech was to prepare a speech that opens with a self-deprecating joke, string together 2 or 3 related jokes in the speech body, and close the speech with a humor story. It's all about humor. And for those of you that have been coming for a while, you understand how important humor is into any speech that you give. People will listen to you. People will learn from you a lot better if you can incorporate humor into a speech, and I think that's what this whole manual is about here. Make the best out of forgetfulness, and one of the objectives was to open with a self-deprecating joke. Using self-deprecating humor is the easiest way to use humor. You make fun of yourself. It's the safest way to use humor, and I don't know if you realized, of course, when she came up and she repeated, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and all that, that was the self-deprecating joke, and it's always very good to open up with something that you can make fun of yourself. It makes everybody else a lot more comfortable. It makes them pay attention a little bit more, so congratulations on that. We all have humorous stories that have happened in our lives, and sometimes we think to ourselves, what happened? I can't remember a humorous story. I don't ever have anything funny that happens to me. But if you do stop to think about it, we all have humorous things that happen to us. And so your story about the cell phone in the bra was excellent. Whether it happened to you or not, we don't know. And those are the type of stories that happen to us. If something happens to you, and you say to yourself, well, 5 years from now, we'll be laughing about it. You may not think it's funny now. Those are the types of stories that you need to write down and say, because it will be funny 5 years from now, and those make the best sorts of stories. So always be looking out for humorous stories. Be very careful about using humor that's maybe a little bit older. The Rose joke, I heard it, a different version of it. A guy says to his buddy, oh, I went to a great restaurant last night. Really, what was the name of it? Oh, think of 3 flowers, and then Rose is the last. Oh, Rose, what was the name of the restaurant we went to last night? So there's a few different variations, so you have to be careful about using humor that people have already done. And if you ever have a question about whether to use humor or not, there's an old saying, if in doubt, throw it out. If in doubt, leave it out. If you're not sure if it's going to work, if you're not sure it's going to insult anybody, then it's better not even to try. Because if you offend one person in your speech, then that's one person too many. A couple of other things, maybe a humorous intro would have gotten everybody in the mood to laugh a little bit, so maybe some self-deprecating humor in your intro. I couldn't really hear your last few lines, so I missed how you wrapped it all up, and I don't know if I was just writing too much or if your voice level went down a little bit too much.
Everybody was laughing hard.
That's and of course, just a very experienced speaker, so congratulations, Rich.